Grand opening, grand closing.
Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. It's your only friend, these YouTube streets, Porter77. I'm back here with another video. Hey, the weekend here is Friday, so I say I'll just drop a video for you guys. Currently, I'm playing Rise of Ronin. Great game so far. But hey, let's move on to the topic. So, the Concord beta is officially out. Now, originally, the beta was meant for those who pre-ordered the game. And apparently, if you pre-ordered the game, you got five keys, 5 codes for the beta. So, anyone who bought the game or pre-ordered it, you were able to give out codes. But now, all of a sudden, Sony just opened it up to everyone who has PS Plus. Now, this could mean one of two things. The pre-orders was very low and not enough people is participating in the beta, so Sony opened it up. Now, people are looking at two ways. One, they're looking at it as pre-order numbers are way too low, which could be true. Maybe a lot of people aren't really interested in Concord, but it could also mean they are expecting more than just high pre-order numbers, because again, each pre-order had 5 beta codes. They're expecting a huge number of people to help, you know, test and stress the network and stuff like that. Really, that's the whole intention behind the beta. You know, so that way you can help the developers figure out what goes wrong and all that stuff. And they probably want a nice huge sample of gamers to do it, and the beta codes wasn't enough. And it could be people who just wasn't interested in signing up. It could be all sorts of reasons. But it doesn't spell as well in terms of quantity. But the good part is, though, they did make it free for everybody now. I know some people are complaining that it kind of ruins the, how would you say, the whole point of providing a beta code, like the incentive, right? You pretty much remove the incentive of pre-order. But in my opinion, you know, I mean, pre-orders, you're right, it does need some type of incentive, because the thing is, when it comes to digital now, you don't really need to pre-order anything. You could buy the game the day of and you're gonna get it. You know, pre-order was for a time where gaming was mostly physical, so you would pre-order your game just so you could get a guaranteed physical copy when you know, you walk to the store. But now pre-order is all about the bonuses, and if the only bonus of Concord was the beta, yeah, you pretty much kind of screwed that up. But I think overall the main important part to recognize is the fact that more people will be participating, which then could benefit the game itself, as long as gamers actually, you know, report the issues, you know, just follow the structure and the point of the beta. The problem is, the way the current atmosphere is, most people are just gonna play it, be like, I'm not interested, and forget about it. Most aren't gonna do what's intended for a beta, which is to help the developers improve, you know, recognize the issues, let them know so they can improve on the game, so that way when it launches, it's a better quality game. Most are not going to do that. I'm already seeing many people on Twitter not really content with the beta or with the way gameplay. They're just not really interested, so they're not going to buy it. But how many of them are actually saying, well, I found this issue, let me at least tell the developers, hey, I noticed this issue or this problem, or here's some recommendations, you know, and it'll probably end up a better game. Most of them not doing that. And that pretty much dismisses the point of the beta, right? That's probably why you don't see as much betas as you used to, because really most gamers are using it as a trial, and regardless if the quality or not quality, they're just not going to care. They're just going to try it out, play it, and then just going to make a decision of whether they're going to be interested in this game. I mean, it is what it is. But here's the thing: if this game doesn't attract a decent audience, right? Would this be the first flop for the PlayStation strategy for live service game? Because Helldivers 2 initially was a huge success. Now the player count dropped for Helldivers across, right? But is it still sustaining a decent amount of players, you know, for profit, recurring revenue, and all that stuff, right? We'll see how Concord does in its genre and the way it is. Hopefully at least does average, right? Because if this flops, you know, how many flops would can Sony go through before they can cancel their live service strategy? You know, or how many flops will impact their overall first party strategy. You know, Sony got to be careful balancing this out. But we'll see when the game launches, and we'll see the sales and all that stuff. Me personally, I'm not even gonna lie to myself. I'm not gonna play this. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get back with multiplayer with Helldivers 2. I honestly gave it the good college try. I bought it. I played a little bit of it, and now I deinstalled it. It's just me, right? It's just me personally. There's probably not going to be anything that's going to get me back into multiplayer, maybe short of the resurgence of SOCOM. And that's probably it. Other than that, it's just the way it is for me. But hey, I wish this game luck. You know, for the people enjoying it, hey, hit up the comment section. Let me know. Really interested, and hopefully it's a success, right? We'll see how that goes. My last comment and the last point I want to bring up is this. So I made a tweet around the time NPD came out. So yes, NPD for May has been released, right? Of course, PlayStation 5, #1 selling console, absolutely dominating. Xbox Series platform is really shit in the bed. It's 13% behind the Xbox One, and is slightly behind the Xbox 360. Meaning, right now the Xbox Series, you know, time aligned, it's only outdoing the OG Xbox. So the series failed. It is an absolute abysmal failure, 100% through and through. Hardly anyone's really buying it, right? When you can only say that at this point in time, you have more people that own the Series X compared to the OG Xbox, and the OG Xbox only sold 25 million lifetime or something like that. It's bad. It's really bad for the Series X. But back to my point here. Let me just blow this up so you can see. I made a tweet, right? Of course, I looked at the top selling games of the year, right? The top 20 selling games of the year. And when I looked at it, I made an observation. I looked at each one. I said, wait a minute. Every single game on this list you could play on PlayStation. But not every single game on this list can you play on PC. So, like, for example, you cannot play Marvel Spider-Man 2. You cannot play Stellar Blade. You cannot play Rise of Ronin, right? Those games you cannot play. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you cannot play them on PC. There are games on this list you cannot play on Xbox. Again, you cannot play Final Fantasy Rebirth. You cannot play Spider-Man 2. Can't play Stellar Blade, Rise of Ronin, right? Can't play those games. And then the majority of the list, I think almost every game on the list, every game except maybe Persona 3 Reloaded, right? Almost every game on this list, and Minecraft, right, can be played on the Switch. But almost everything else, you can't play on the Switch. You can't play Helldivers, Call of Duty, Dragon Dogma, the show's on the Switch. Rebirth you can't play. Is Tekken on the Switch? I'm not sure. Madden's not on the Switch, right? Suicide Squad's on the Switch. Hogwarts is. I think Persona 3 is on the Switch, right? 2K, no. You see what I'm saying? Look at all these games not on the Switch. Almost everything on this list. So I did this. Now, of course, some of you may say, well, Porter Rock, I seen an article. Just look at the... Let me put you on game. The article was dated July 9th. As you can see here, I made this post July 8th. So I'm the originator, all right? They got the idea from me. They got the idea to troll and stuff like that. But now, let me explain why I did this, okay? Because you got these haters of PlayStation, right? All year long saying PlayStation has no games. PlayStation has no games. They try to pull that bullshit. They try to say it so much so that hopefully people will start believing it, because they just repeating that same stupid narrative, on, social media or whatever. But this is the main point, right? And let's look at the comment section, right? Because some people understood the assignment, right? Obviously, a lot of people took it personal, right? Here we go. Let me show you. There's only a few people that actually understood the assignment, right? Some people just reading the chart completely wrong, which is kind of embarrassing, right? Let's say this guy, man, he's hurting. He's one of the people who took it personally. Also an observation. Most of these games play best on PC, and if it's not currently there, we'll come to the platform eventually. Oh, great. So now guy, so he's happy being a second class gamer and waiting for games. Gee, okay. Why did you even say anything? Like, again, like these guys took it so personal. Here you go. Let's go. Then, like I said, there's only a few people that actually got the point. And let's see. All of these games can be played on PC. No, all of them cannot be played on PC. Like, bro, do you not see the list? Do you not know what's on what platform is what? The reason PlayStation is a market leader. Oh yeah, let me like that one. Interesting observation. Yes, it is. See this guy, he's happy drawing off. You know, I like that too. You know, he's just simple. He's really happy a particular game is doing good. All of your purchase exclusives are timed. So have they're timed. What that means is I get to play them now, and for whatever reason, you can't. Eventually all PS5 games will be played on PC though. Sure, eventually. Just sit around and wait. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's good for you. Let's see. He's happy that Microsoft went third party. That's cool. You're a bad man. Who, me? No. You wonder why people don't get that PlayStation platform choice for majority. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, GTA 5 still on top 20. Absolutely incredible. Hard truth. Let me click that. Absolutely. But somebody here caught it. Wow, this is crazy. I out of all these comics, what's the context of that though? Oh man. Like I said, somebody here, I'm not the only one that got it. Somebody understood the assignment. But not many people, right? But yeah, people are going to take it personal. But the main point for that was how many people, said PlayStation has no games. That was you guys seen it, right? And the funny thing is, again, another fool that don't know how to read a chart. Jesus, man. How did some of these people get by in life? Like basic stuff, bro. Like basic high school stuff. Bro made a shitty list of games. This ain't my list. I'm like, what are you talking about? I ain't make the list up. Like, what are we talking about? Am I bugging out? I know there's like one dude. Well, go play them and shut the fuck up, you Zest Monster. Holy shit, they took this shit personal. Yo, you telling me there's not one dude that didn't understand assignment? I know there's at least one. There's got to be at least one. This is crazy. Or maybe some of them did, but they just didn't type it. I could have sworn somebody said, that people, and so much for people saying PlayStation has no games, because that's really the point of what I was trying to make. I guess not. But that was the main point of that tweet. The main point, I'll go right here. The main point of this: how can you say PlayStation has no games when literally the best-selling games of the year are all on the PS5? All of them right now so far. Every single game. There's not one game on this list that you can't say, oh, that's not on my PlayStation. Everything. To be honest, I can't think of a time in NPD where every game was on one console and so much was not on the others combined. That is crazy. This list is dominated by PlayStation 5. Like everything. Every single game is on PS5. And people want to say PS5 have no games? Everything is on PS5. We got everything. Take it all. The whole world. Nothing. It's insane. All right. I just wanted to push that out there. Don't let no one say that, PS5 has no games. Tell them all the games is on PS5. All of it. Everything is there. Anyway, I just want to hit you up with that. I'll drop another video soon, but enjoy this one. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, stick around. I have a podcast every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 60 frames, no lag. Check out the last one. Tim Dog was on the show. You're going to love it. If you didn't see, you're going to love it. He brought us some great insight, some great behind the scenes conversation of it, with his relationships with Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, and the Microsoft Xbox cast. A lot of great stuff. I'm telling you, it opened my eyes on stuff I had no idea about. You got to watch it. You have to just sit there, hit play, and listen to the man. It's eye-opening experience. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. This is your only friend, these YouTube streets Puerto77, and I'm out of here. You guys take care. Peace.
Grand opening, grand closing.